When I think of a hero, I think of someone who I look up to most, and someone who is heroic in their actions they have taken in their life for others. There's other candidates for my portrait, but I couldn't think of anybody more important than my personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I chose to use him for this project because of the ultimate sacrifice he made for me on the cross. And I am so very blessed and grateful for the relationships we have and all that he has done for me throughout my life. For my monochromatic colors, I chose purple. To me, purple represents royalty, and in the Bible, Jesus is seen wearing a purple sash. I felt this was a great representation of him and his status as the Son of God. With my complementary colors, I used a slightly different variation of yellow and blue. It's more turquoise and peach, but the yellow and blue I was looking for were not exactly complementary. So I adjusted and came up with two colors that I think complement well with each other. I really toned the saturation down on these colors. If the saturation was too high, it really took away from the portrait image quality. So I kept that low. As you can see here, I stuck with some of the greens and blues for the theme, but I still wanted to try a variety in colors for each color scheme. Again, for both the split complementary and the double complementary, I kept the saturations lower than normal to keep the image visible and to preserve the quality of both color relationships. Out of these two, the double complementary is my favorite. I really like how well the blue and pink play off of each other, and the green and brown acting as more of a neutral to give the image good quality. My Analogus happens to be my favorite color relationship that I did out of all the color schemes. I think this is because it looks like something I could see on a t-shirt or a hat or some sort of product that is sold in stores. Here I used a kind of gold or yellow, maybe even an olive color if you want to get technical, but I loved how this turned out. Again, for both Analogus and Triadic, I used lower saturations to capture the highlights and shadows correctly on this particular portrait. With Triadic, I let my wife choose the colors for this one, and I think it came out great. The pink and the darkish blue color really work well with each other, with the goldish brown acting as a neutral to let the other two colors pop. I would say that's probably one of my favorites as well. So I got about 3 favorites, but ultimately the Analogus is still my top favorite. So I ended up going with the Analogus just because the closeness and relationship the colors were. It seemed to me that this would be the best image to work well on a piece of product. I could see it on anything from stickers, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, other kind of apparel, but also other general merchandise. I just love how it turned out, and it's very simple. It's not too crazy, and I think it works well. I enjoyed doing the Pantones. I enjoyed dissecting the images down separately. I did run into a few snags along the way, but soon figured them out. I love how the images look separated when seeing how it came together step by step. A very unique way of seeing your image, kind of the process of your image in this kind of scheme. So that was pretty neat. And then here's my mock-up. I think this looks great on a t-shirt. It's simple in color yet bold in message it's sending to its viewers. This is a shirt I could find myself wearing from time to time. I think this shirt would be worn by many depending on your beliefs, but this would definitely fit well with the Christian consumer and community. I hope you enjoyed my image and the process I did making it. It was a pleasure doing this project, and I look forward to more of the projects along the way. Again, this was fun, and it was quite a process, but ultimately I enjoyed every bit of it.